Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to introduce you to one of the most famous classics of Chinese literature, Liaozhai's Records of the Strange. It was written in the 17th century by a scholar named Pu Songling. The title literally means Records of the Strange from Liaozhai Studio. The book is a large collection of short stories, ghost tales, supernatural encounters, and strange events, but it is not only about ghosts. These stories reflect real social issues: corruption, love and marriage, human desires, and the struggles of ordinary people. What makes them special is the way they mix reality with fantasy. Spirits and demons behave with very human emotions. This work has deeply influenced Chinese culture, inspiring plays, films, and TV dramas even today. In this series, I will retell some of the most fascinating stories from Liaozhai. If you enjoy them, please follow and support me so we can explore more together. So, now that you have a basic idea of what Liaozhai's Records of the Strange is about, let's begin our journey into these fascinating tales. For our very first story, I've chosen one of the most famous and chilling ones. It's called The Painted Skin. Long ago, during the Qing dynasty, there lived a young scholar. He was not wealthy, but he was known for his handsome looks and refined manners. One morning, while walking outside the city gates at dawn, he suddenly saw a woman. She was breathtakingly beautiful, her face delicate like carved jade, a figure graceful like a willow in the breeze. The scholar was astonished, for such a beauty wandering alone in the early morning was unusual. "Madam," he asked gently, "why are you walking here alone? It's unsafe." Tears welled in the woman's eyes. "I am of good family," she said, "but my husband grew cruel. He cast me out of the house. I have nowhere to go. Sir, you seem kind. Could you shelter me for a short while?" The scholar, moved by pity and secretly by desire, agreed. He brought her into his home, but he told no one of her true identity, not even his wife. His wife soon noticed something was wrong. Her husband grew cold and distant, spending long hours in the woman's chamber. She warned him, "Husband, beware of strange encounters. Beauty may conceal danger." But the scholar laughed off her fears. The more he saw the mysterious woman, the more enchanted he became. Days passed. The woman seemed flawless, her face radiant, her voice gentle, her manners refined. The scholar believed he had discovered a heavenly being. Yet, one afternoon, by accident, he discovered the truth. Passing by her room, he saw a faint slit of light beneath the door. Curious, he peered inside. To his horror, the woman was no longer herself. She stood before a mirror, slowly peeling off her exquisite face and skin as if it were a painted mask. She hung the skin neatly on a frame by the bed. Without it, her true form appeared, a demon, hideous and terrifying, green face, glaring eyes, fangs like a beast, a knife dripping with blood in her clawed hand. The room reeked of death and gore. The scholar trembled violently, nearly crying out, but he forced himself away. His heart pounded with dread. Now he knew this was not a woman, but a monster in disguise. That evening he pretended calm, but his fear betrayed him. The demon sensed his unease. With a terrible shriek, she seized her knife and struck. The scholar collapsed as she ripped open his chest, tearing out his heart and leaving his body lifeless. His wife, finding him dead, wailed in despair. Neighbors gathered, but none could help. In her desperation, she sought out a wandering beggar Taoist, known in town for his strange ways. The man was ragged, his robe torn, his face covered in dust, but his eyes were bright with hidden power. She fell at his feet and begged, "My husband has been slain by a demon. I beg you, save him." The beggar spat on the ground and scolded harshly. "Your husband was a fool, blinded by lust. He courted disaster, and now he reaps what he sowed. Why should he be saved?" But the wife clung to him, weeping bitterly. "Even so, he is my husband. My heart cannot bear to lose him." The beggar's stern face softened. "Your devotion is deep. Very well, I shall help." He went to the scholar's corpse, still cold and empty. The beggar cleared his throat, spat into his hand, and pressed the foul saliva onto the scholar's gaping chest wound. To the wife's astonishment, the body twitched, color returned to the face, and within moments the scholar opened his eyes. He lived again. Shame and gratitude overwhelmed him. He had been deceived by beauty, betrayed by desire, and nearly lost his life. From that day onward he revered his wife's loyalty and never again strayed from the path of virtue.